In fact, so what we have seen, Aaron, is now we have a very common set of circumstances. We know what the game plan is for the White House and DHS. Immediately after the event, they go to the media and they put out a version of events that paints the victim as a domestic terrorist. It's happened to Renee Good. They then said Renee Good's wife was also a domestic terrorist, which of course neither of them are. And now immediately they say the same thing about this man. And so that's absolutely contrary to any effort to stage a legitimate investigation. You would never have high-ranking officials from the agency involved going out to the public prejudging it, but that's what's happened in every one of these cases. In the Renee Good case, you actually had the Deputy Attorney General of the United States of America came out on social media, a day after the event and said there will be no investigation, there was no wrongdoing, there's nothing to investigate here. Essentially offered him a pardon from any accountability for this. And I can tell you that the other officers on the ground in Minneapolis, in Maine, in Chicago, wherever they may be deployed, they hear this loud and clear. And the signal they get is do whatever you want. There will be no accountability. You can be as violent as you want. You can provoke as many conflicts as you want, as we've seen happen in this case. And there will be no accountability. And people should be very, very concerned about that. Anytime there's a law enforcement shooting of any type, there should be a fair, unbiased investigation. That is not happening.
Well, I mean, I think on the basis of it, too, and you talk about the lack of training and professionalism that may have been on display here when you're surrounded by that many people, right? I mean, when regular people get put into a scrum, you can understand all of the not knowing what's going on, right? But these aren't regular people. These are supposed to be trained law enforcement who know exactly what they're doing in situations like this, right? But that's not what we saw. So,
not at all.
Yeah. So then, I mean, is it possible then that we would look in the case of Renee Nicole Good? We know the name of the individual who shot her. We know they chose not to do an investigation to find out exactly what happened, right? But we know. But in this case, we may never actually even know because it's unclear.
They did do an investigation and he was cleared. They did do an investigation. You just didn't like the outcome. All right, let's go through this. All right, so let's play the video real fast, okay? Let's go ahead and go through this shit because as you guys can see, everyone's just using their feelings, right? So I'm gonna play this through one time with no slowdown. All right, we're just gonna play it, and then we'll actually do a slow motion. Okay, so we're gonna play it at half speed, right? And we're gonna go here. He clearly expert. He's gonna accidentally discharge at 39, right?
If you like these videos, like and subscribe, and if you want to create videos for yourself, try Opus Clip, link in bio.